Hello everybody here on Tuesday night for the UEFA Europa League second leg between Manchester United and Spurs. And this game is a major decider on who will leave Old Trafford to head through into the semi-finals of the Europa League. Spurs got that goal last week and got an advantage over United as Harry Kane won Spurs the matchup by 1-0 from last Tuesday. And now let's join by here with my fellow pundit of Alan Shearer about this massive game here for this evening for these two big sides, as Man United are the home team and their home form has not been, let's say, as great comparison to their away form in the Premier League. But they do play here at home again in this match against Spurs. And the last time that United did actually play Spurs was a few weeks ago. And United won the game 3-1 over Spurs in that matchup. And they are now 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League at the moment, United. And they got really huge ambitions, United, to go all the way and win the Premier League title over City if they could do so by the end of the season. But they do have European football also to contend with as well, as they've got a chance to try and go through from this. But that one goal deficit for Spurs might give United maybe a chance for them to be exited out of the Europa League by the end of tonight. So what's your thoughts on the game? Do you think United could end up surviving this game and go through into the semi-finals, or will Spurs somehow make a surprise and get the victory here for this evening? Well, I feel that the game's going to be United's hands in this matchup, because United are at home at Old Trafford in front of their supporters will give them the boost. I know United not being that good in terms of their home form comparison to their away form in terms of the record so far in the Premier League as we speak. But in competitions in terms of the FA Cup, even the Premier League as well, they're getting some results left, right and centre as well. But in terms of the statistics, in terms of their record at home, hasn't been great in comparison to their away form so far this season. But the Europa League really matters, I think, for United, because they want to win some European football. Even though United might obviously qualify for Champions League football for next season as they're currently top of the Premier League, it'd be nice for United to win a European Cup, such as the Europa League. So there's a lot to contend with United here for tonight, but anything can happen, and I think that Spurs will be the ones who might have to really dig deep here by the end of the game if they've got any chances on going through into the semi-finals of the Europa League for next month. Thank you very much there, Alan. And now we move on to the game itself here at Old Trafford, as Manchester United will host Spurs to find out who will go through into the semi-finals of the Europa League for next month. Let's head to the game. And here we go, we are live here at Old Trafford at the Theatre of Dreams as Manchester United versus Spurs. As Spurs are 1-0 up on aggregate in the first leg, and that one goal lead in the first leg really helps Spurs on trying to maybe get a major chance on even knocking out United out of the Europa League here for this evening. But tonight, could United get 2 goals in the game to guarantee qualification in the semis of the Europa League? And United seem like they are ready, of course, here for the game here for tonight. As we do have the team as Ronaldo up front with Rashford, with Fernandes in that midfield, with Casemiro, with Kessie as well, with Marquinhos, Lindelof, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, and McTominay in that holding midfield. While Spurs have got Harry Kane up front, the goal scorer from last week, who put Spurs 1 goal up on aggregate, as him and also Song up front with Vikia in the middle in that attacking midfield, and maybe a chance for Spurs to try and get something in this matchup here to head themselves through into the next round of the UEFA Europa League. So here we go. Let's get the game underway here as Man United versus Tottenham in this match. And now Bruno Fernandes, now Ronaldo, now Rashford. Ronaldo has a chance here for a goal, and Ronaldo scores straight from kickoff. And he does a Sue right here, and that's a must goal right here for Ronaldo and United. Straight from kickoff, they've got themselves in the lead, and Spurs did not hold on for all in this matchup so far. Straight in the game, and United have got the first goal to make it 1-1 aggregate. And Spurs' job in the game is to hold out this 1-goal lead on aggregate to try and somehow qualify in the semi-finals of the Europa League by the end of tonight. But Ronaldo's goal has really now made the game very tied up here to 1-1 on aggregate, and that'll mean if it stays like this, then we'll go penalties between the two sides to find out who will be playing in the semi-finals of the Europa out of these two teams here for this evening. Now here's Ronaldo, really pushing through here. Clearance away maybe for top. Oh, wait a second there. Ronaldo trying to score another goal here, but went back to the goalkeeper of Lopez. That was a massive chance here. Spurs look very, let's say, vulnerable a little bit at Old Trafford here. I think they feel in the presence of United fans cheering Ronaldo's goal and really cheering United's obviously name. And I think Spurs a little bit worried a little bit now as they're obviously 1 goal down within 3 minutes in the game so far. And now Navas now throws the ball away out from danger. And now here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Might look for another chance to score again. And now here's to Fekir now. And now all the way there back to McTominay here for United now. Now Casemiro. And now here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now back there to the goalkeeper of Anthony Lopez now for Spurs. Now header there. Now it's nicely there. Now Casemiro. No, it doesn't do that right properly. So, and now here's Marquinhos. And now Marcus Rashford. And now Cristiano Ronaldo has a chance here now. Now Rashford here on the chance here for a goal. Maybe for Rashford. Oh, save. Big chance there for a goal. And that's going to be now a corner here for Man United in the matchup. Big chance, I've got to say. Guarantee if United try and get themselves to make it a goal again, to make it 2-0 in the game. And also 2-1 also on aggregate also if they could. And now corner here. Bruno Fernandes will take it. Header right there. Could be a goal. And it's gone wide. Big chance right there from Marcus Rashford to head that ball into the back of the net, and that's gone wide. And it is still 1 apiece here in this matchup on aggregate, and also 1-0 United in the game so far. And I can smell United might get another goal, I think, because they've been so dominant, they've been so far over Tottenham. They seem a little bit vulnerable, a little bit, Tottenham. And that height from Spurs from last week is probably not really paid off so far here in this game so far, Old Trafford here for tonight. And now Trippier. And now all the way there now to Harry Kane. And now, okay, now Trippier again. Now to Kane. Now to Fekir. Now back here now to Kane here. Okay, now won it back here. Casemiro with the ball. Now all the way to Højbjerg. Now Son Heung-min. And now all the way there to Son Heung-min. And a goal for Spurs. Oh, offside. That could have been the chance there to make it 2-1 on aggregate here and put Spurs in the lead on aggregate. But the referee, the flagsman, put his flag up for offside. And that goal does not count one bit, as it was way offside there. And that saved United's chances on being behind here on aggregate. But still 1-0 though in the game. And very tight here between these two British sides in this Europa League game of the quarterfinals of this competition. Now Ronaldo again. Now Spurs want the ball back here. Now Lopez. And that's going to be now half time at the break. The score is United 1, Spurs 0. But it is a draw on aggregate so far going into half time between these two sides at the break. We're back for the second half and here we go, and 1-1 in the break on aggregate, so that means that it might go to penalties here between Spurs and United in this game, in this quarter-final matchup here for this evening in the second leg. And now Bantaker crossed the ball in, header right there from a chance for Song to score. And unfortunately, Song's been very unfortunate here for tonight because his goal was disallowed in the first half to make it 2-1 on aggregate. And again here, Spurs tried to get another goal here to try and make it 2-1 on aggregate and put themselves level in this game so far. But unfortunately, failed to do so in that moment right there for Song in the game. Now here's McTominay here for United. Looking for a pass here now to Luke Shaw. Now Luke Shaw now. Chance in the box maybe here. Now lost it back here again. Now here's a chance for Fernandes here. Bruno Fernandes trying to score. But save right there from Lopez. And now they got a corner out of it here, United. And Spurs a little bit, let's say, worried a little bit. They're going to probably concede from this because 2 goals in the game will really put, let's say, Spurs out of the Europa League by the end of tonight. If United score another goal here. If it stays like this, though, until the end of the match, it'll go to penalties otherwise. And now clearance away here from Spurs. And now Kessie. Now Casemiro. And now back to Bantaker now for Spurs. Now Harry Kane. Former Man United player in his own right. As he passed the ball now to Fekir. Now to Harry Kane. Now all the way here now to Luke Shaw. Now Casemiro. Now Rashford. Ronaldo. And now all the way here now again. Now here's to Ronaldo again. Now Davis. Now Kieran Trippier. Now here's Harry Kane. And now here's Kieran Trippier now. Cross into the box. Song. Oh. Okay, now here's Kessie. Now Lindelof. Now here's to Luke Shaw. And now is Bruno Fernandes. Now Wan-Bissaka. Now Scott McTominay. Ronaldo. Now pass it there to Wan-Bissaka. Now Wan-Bissaka, now Ronaldo. Oh, Ronaldo has a chance to score. What a cross there, Wan-Bissaka. Right in the head of Ronaldo. He had that touch on that he did, Ronaldo. From that long jump he committed. But great save right there from Anthony Lopez. Now put that into a corner in the matchup for Man United in the match itself. So, corner in the game here. As looks like Casemiro will take this corner here for United. Into the box, right in the keeper's hands. Very nice and comfortably right there to the goalie. And we do have, let's say, another 10 minutes left of the game to go. Now Fekir. Pass there now to Harry Kane. Now Kane. All the way there now to Navas there, the goalkeeper. Let's say there's another, 8 minutes left of the game to go, by the way. 8 minutes left of the game to go. And now Scott McTominay. Now here's Anthony Martial. Now to Luke Shaw. Not long left the game to go here. Now Rashford's in the offside position, and it is offside. And we might have to go to penalties otherwise here between Spurs and United. A penalty shootout could happen here at Old Trafford as we speak. As you can't separate these two teams so far in this game in terms of the aggregate score. I know United have been quite brilliant in that first part of the matchup to put themselves in the lead by a goal for Ronaldo within 3 minutes in the game. But they've got to score another goal to make sure United do guarantee that qualification into the next round of the Europa League, unless Spurs might do it instead away from home. There's 1 goal wins before the 90th minute of the game. Last goal wins in a way between these two teams within the 90th minute of the game here between the two sides. Now here's Kessie, and the whistle blows here for full time, and now we are going to go to penalty shootout between United and Spurs as it ends United 1, Spurs 0 and 1-1 on aggregate, and these two teams will go to penalties in the game. Who will go into the semi-finals of the UEFA Europa League between any of these two British sides here for tonight at Old Trafford? As Man United will take the first penalty in the game. Ronaldo versus Anthony Lopez. And let's see how Ronaldo will put that ball past the keeper by the end of this chance here for Ronaldo to do so for Man United. And he scores, and Man United are 1-0 up in the game so far. And now it's Spurs here. Now Son will take the penalty here for Tottenham. And a goal there for Spurs, right in the top corner right there. And Son scored. And now here's Marcus Rashford now to make it 2-1 to United. And he does, and it's 2-1 Man U. And Spurs now got a chance here to make it 2-2. Harry Kane against his former club of Man United. And he scores right in the top corner, 2-2 on pens. And now here's Bruno Fernandes will take it for United. And a goal right there to make it 3-2. And now here's Fekir, the captain here for Spurs. Let's see where he can place this ball past Navas, the goalkeeper here for tonight. And now Fekir will take it. And he scores right in that top corner now to make it 3-3. And now here's Casemiro versus Lopez. And can he make it 4-3 for United? Oops, he hit the post. And it's missed right there for Man United in the game. And now Bissouma now to make it 4-3 in the matchup. And he does. And one last chance here. United have to score this. If they don't, then Spurs will head through into the semi-finals of the Europa League. Kessie has to score this here for Manchester United to make it 4-4. And he saves it! And Spurs head through into the semi-finals of the UEFA Europa League. And Man United head out here for tonight at home at Old Trafford. And a massive victory for Spurs and for Big Ange here for this evening. The official results of the UEFA Europa League quarter-finals. As it ends, Man United 1, Spurs 0, but Spurs did head through on penalty shootout against United at Old Trafford here tonight by 4-3. Rio Sociedad 2, Lille 1, but Lille head through to the semi-finals by 4-2 on aggregate. And AS Monaco 1, Deportivo La Coruña 2, but Deportivo La Coruña head through by 6-2 on aggregate. And Shakhtar Donetsk 3, Red Star Belgrade 1, and Shakhtar Donetsk head through 3-2 on aggregate here for tonight. And it's all been confirmed for the semi-finals of the Europa League in June, as Spurs are the only British team left in the Europa League, as they will take on Lille in the semi-finals, while Deportivo La Coruña will face Shakhtar Donetsk in the other game of the semi-finals of the UEFA Europa League. And also featured for tomorrow in the second leg of the Europa League, as Liverpool will be hosting against Chelsea tomorrow, while Bayern Munich will take on Man City at the Allianz Stadium, as those games will be live for tomorrow on BBC. And that's all we have time for here for the coverage here for tonight, as Man United are the ones will be heading out of the UEFA Europa League, while Spurs are the team will be in that last four of the Europa League going into of next month in June when they take on Lille in that semi-finals. And before we wrap up the show, Alan, do you think that Spurs are the massive favourites to go all the way into the Europa League final and even win the whole entire thing, to put themselves maybe a chance to qualify in the Champions League, in the Europa League itself, rather than going through the Premier League to finish in that top four by the end of this season? They've got a massive chance. Absolute massive chance for, obviously, for Spurs to try and get themselves into the Europa League final and win the whole entire thing. I feel that they're the massive favourites. They've got Lille in the first leg and the second leg of the Europa League by next month. I think on paper, I feel Spurs are more of a bigger team comparison to Lille. And they do even play against either the winners between Shakhtar Donetsk and also as well Deportivo La Coruña. In my honest opinion, we all know that Shakhtar Donetsk won the Europa League way back in 2009. At the time, it was the 2009's UEFA Cup at the time they actually won. And many, many years ago, Shakhtar won it. And I feel that in terms of Spurs' let's say, European trophy hopes, I think this competition will guarantee them a chance to try and win the Europa League by the end of the season. So yeah, I think they're the massive favourites, and I think they can't blow it, I don't think, now for Big Ange's team to do so by the end of the season. So if they can't get top four, why not focus on this competition instead? Thank you very much there, Alan. And now we move on now to the wrapping up the show here tonight on BBC for the UEFA Europa League. A massive win for Spurs here tonight, as now we're back, of course, for tomorrow for the UEFA Champions League action between Liverpool and Chelsea and Bayern and Man City. But until then, have a very good night.